Good morning, everyone. This is Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and today is Thursday, October 4th, 2012. And today we're going to be using the magical messages from the fairies by Doreen Virtue, the Ascended Masters card also by Doreen Virtue, and the Angels of Atlantis by Stuart Pierce. And today, wanted to focus on something, and it really came out interesting with the cards. One of the themes that I was working on today in my meditation is how can our inner being flower, and what can we do to nurture it, and what are our strengths. And the way things came out is you're going to have a personal reading, and it's going to be a little bit long, but I'll try and get it done as quickly as possible because the way the cards came out. The first choice is going to be for rose quartz crystal. The second is for citrine. And the third is turquoise. Now, the way it came out was that I started getting two cards for each choice. So it shows the way that they worked out a duality, showing a strength and showing what we need to be able to balance that. What we need, what's balancing that? What is our strength? What is our weakness? And our job is to express ourselves in our individuality, accepting both of these sides. So again, your choice is going to be rose quartz, citrine, and turquoise. So we'll start this morning with the rose quartz, and the cards I chose for them are the magical messages from the fairies. And the card that came out for the strength was spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. I know that there is many of us that are feeling this calling, and each of us in our own ways has something to teach, something to learn. And by teaching, you learn. And they say, you teach what you need to know. So it says here, if you drew this card, you've asked about your life purpose and career direction. This card indicates that you are a born teacher who gives advice and information to strangers, friends, and family members. Your natural counseling and teaching abilities will serve you well in a professional way. If you need additional skill training, your inner guidance will direct you. Ask the fairies to help you with this training, including paying for it, and they'll open doors for you in many ways. The balancing card that came out for the rose quartz is something that we need to do is assertiveness. And I just love the way that the light pours forth from her heart chakra and just illuminates, and those beautiful colors on her wings. It's stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. And that was one of my lessons this week, and I know from a couple of other people. I know Tara Rose from Rose Astrology also went through that this week. So Tara, I totally get you. Stay strong. You are a spiritual teacher, but we do have to learn, all those of us who are people pleasers, how to be assertive. And that was a really big lesson for me this week. One reason why the fairies are so happy is because they're assertive with each other. This trait is very different from aggression, which denies the rights of others. Assertiveness, in contrast, honors everyone's rights, including your own. Assertive people are easy to get along with because you always know where you stand with them. Your current situation calls for you to be assertive, speak your truth with love, and let go of unhealthy, old communication habits. In other words, give yourself your place. You are a spiritual teacher, and what you need to learn is assertiveness, to speak out your truth. And so then we go on to today is citrine. There's my little citrine mineral, and we're using the Angels of Atlantis. And just love these cards, guys. Metatron has come through with divine intelligence. There's your Akashic record, folks. Here's our book. And what Stuart Pierce has to say is this. Metatron, as a conduit of the divine, is speaking to you through your thoughts and feelings. This card asks you to notice and to follow your instinct and inspiration. By drawing this oracle, you are bestowed with the powerful presence of this teacher angel. Because you are a wonderful human being who can receive the frequency of this call. All genius arises from the source, and in this moment you are receiving holy mana because your soul is a temple for the divine. Therefore, you may dispense the glory of the divine through each of your creations. Please rest in silence as you receive Metatron's teaching. So here is your strength. You have this divine intelligence that's being given to you, that's flowing through you. This is what we were talking about, flowing through us. And what is it that we need to do for those who picked Citrine? Raphael comes in with cleansing. And this is a very interesting card because part of the cleansing ritual that they recommend that you do to release and let go is a combination of the fire and water. And I think that's so interesting how both of those elements that are so separate but somehow work together to do this cleansing. And it says, water and fire are the forces brought by the oracle to draw you into the harmony that Raphael wishes for you. Perhaps you have recently experienced situations that evolved beyond their creative potential and now need purifying. If so, use these strong elemental forces to cleanse them by drenching the substance in water or by burning the idea in fire. Both measures literally release the energy to the elements, thus transforming them from negative into positive. We need these initiatory forces when we move from one important condition to another. As we see in the ceremonials that use fire and water jointly together in faith. And chant He, H-E-E, to provide mental clarity. So this is going to give us the mental clarity that we need to use this divine intelligence. Okay, so you may want to do your own little cleansing ritual that will allow those things to be burned off or allow the water to take it away if you live near a lake or a stream. Allow it to flow away from you. Burn up those ideas that are no longer serving you so that you make room for this divine guidance that Metatron is bringing to you. And so lastly, we go to the turquoise, and this is views the Ascended Master stack. And the first one that comes out is persistence, this beautiful solar plexus sun energy of Lu. And here he is, just the fierce lion. I love, love, love these colors of the orange and the solar plexus, and his third eye, how it just like is a pointed focus perception out into the universe. And it says here, through persistent action and positive thinking, your dreams are manifesting into form. This is a time for you to stay persistent. Give any discouragement to Lu and the angels, who will buoy your faith and give you signs of your progress. You're almost there, so keep going. It may help to break large projects into smaller steps so that you feel the thrill of accomplishments with each step that you take. Persistence pays off. Stick with it. Overcoming procrastination tendencies and take action today. Stick to your priorities and promises. Chip away at your dreams and desires with daily action steps. Stay positive and visualize your dreams as already manifested. Commit to your dreams for the long haul. And it's so funny. Today I was actually listening to a blog by Maston Kipp in the Daily Love, and he talks about self-esteem. And what is self-esteem? He puts it very simply, very succinctly. Self-esteem is when your promises to yourself are not kept. And I thought about that, and that is so true, because what happens? You let your self-esteem go down because you haven't kept your own promises to yourself. And so you feel you failed, or you feel guilty, or you feel shame, when that's not the case. You be persistent, and each little step that you take towards your goal is one to be celebrated, and so the important thing really is to be true to yourself. And all of these, that's what all of these things are talking about, is being true to yourself. You have here an assertiveness as well for those who pick the rose quartz. And the last card is Osiris, with a message from father, husband, brother, son. And it was funny because I was watching somebody else's video. She's from Denmark. And she also pulled a card regarding her father. And I know that several people have been getting messages regarding fathers figures, and messages from people who have passed on. Or so this message says, this situation involves a significant man in your life. New relationships with men are affected by old relationships with father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, or males. This is the perfect time for you to heal and release all wounds connected to men in your life. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. This clearing process all opens the way for healthy relationships and with your own male energy. Additional meanings may be your present relationship improves as you heal your feelings about your father, or a deceased male loved one is sending you "I love you" from heaven. Balance your male and female energy by practicing both giving and receiving. Osiris is the beloved brother and husband of the Egyptian goddess Isis. Their brother Seth got into a violent argument with Osiris that resulted in his death. Isis appealed to the sun god Ra for help. Ra revealed his secret name to Isis, who spoke the word to revive Osiris. In their joyful reunion, the couple conceived their son Horus. Call upon Osiris for any situation involving men or masculine energy. Another thing I was listening to yesterday was a video response. I can't remember her. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name, but it was to Ascension Pioneers. And she was talking about, in one of her videos, about forgiveness and how you how you have to release the need to forgive, because everything that happens is divine grace. Regardless of someone has harmed you or not, you brought that experience into your life and they were there to give it to you. That is the divine plan, so that there is no need for forgiveness, neither for yourself nor for others, because it was all a planned thing. So I find that really, really interesting concept of forgiveness. But I think today's messages are really profound. And I feel so much better. I've been doing my meditations. I feel much more energized. I know now of being how to be assertive. I'm learning that. I'm very proud of myself. So a lot of these things, as you see, pertain to me, and I know that they pertain to many others as well. I wanted to thank everyone who has come back and given me donations. Such a gracious giving, and I am learning to receive with great gratitude. So I send you many blessings. Again, you can follow me on Twitter, on my YouTube, on my Facebook, my webpage, akashicinspirations.com. And I send you many blessings and love and light. Namaste.